Another thing worth mentioning along with solid principles is a thing called code smells. And it was initially coined by Kent Beck and in the book of Refactoring by Martin Fowler back in 2006. And there is a short article by Martin Fowler himself, but a better way to grasp that is a repository which I found online called Code Smells. And it's a set of principles, set of things where if you find something like this in your code, it's kind of like a code smell, which means you may want to refactor that or change that. And some of those code smells are in line with solid principles. So for example, classes that do similar things but have different interfaces should probably be refactored to have similar interfaces. Or another code smell, it's surprising how often you look at commented code and notice that the comments are there because the code is bad. So I really like this principle. When you have to comment the code to explain why the code is not ideal, it's a code smell. So the best way to comment the code is the code itself. Naming of the variable, functions, classes, everything should be clear enough so you wouldn't really need the comments that much. Another code smell may be more rarely seen if some data object is defined by many parameters, like for example line start x, start y, and x and y. It may be refactored into one object like line or point or something like that. So it's not that much about Laravel or PHP, again, it's about general design practices. And some of those code smells even mention the solid principles, like single responsibility principle is just phrased in a different way. So if you need to change 3 methods every time for one purpose and then 4 other methods for another purpose within the same class, it means that this class has 2 jobs and need to be refactored into 2 classes. And also there are more code smells, so lazy class, long method, message chains. So you can read about all of those. I will link that in the description below this video. And it will kind of give you additional principles, additional things to look out for in your code in addition to solid.